Very good afternoon to you. Well, it's been almost 2 years since an unfancied South African team shocked the international rowing fraternity by winning gold at the Olympic Games. James Thompson, Matthew Britton, John Smith and Sizwe Ndlovu became instant celebrities on the 2nd of August 2012. And they don't seem to have been resting on their laurels since then. James Thompson joins us now to bring us up to speed with what's been happening in his life and also in the team. James, thanks for joining us on eNCA this afternoon. Just what has been happening since 2012? Has your life changed completely, or is it still pretty much the same?
You know, I think there's certain things in your life that'll never be the same after winning Olympic gold. Certainly, in my safe, there's a nice little box there, but there've been other elements of the sport that have disappointingly been very similar. I think the funding within the sport last year was a hard year for the guys in the national team and particularly the staff of the national team. But we got third with a good bunch of results. You know, 5 boats within the Olympic qualifying mark. If it were to have been 2016. So it's positive on the overall, but no medal for us last year at World Champs in the lightweight 4. This year we try a few new things.
Is it quite a difficult thing coming off Olympic gold to motivate yourself to then still achieve that sort of height of performance?
Yeah, I think there's always going to be an Olympic come down to a degree. We have very high expectations that we hold ourselves to, and I think the training group, it's hard to come down off the Olympics, but there's a World Champs to look forward to, and you push on to that. And sport is ruthless, we say, every day. It's very short-lived, and we just live in the moment and just try. We always look forward, we don't look back. Right now we look forward. Even we've already forgotten about World Champs last year, and people are still talking about London.
Exactly. Well, we often hear stories of Olympic athletes striking it rich with endorsements and the like after winning gold. Did that ring true for you and the boys?
You know, we've done a lot of corporate talking, and we have a very powerful talk, I think, the 4 of us, and that has certainly helped us along the way and made rowing going forward possible. But on a corporate level, you know, we had a couple of sponsors come on board and help us get to World Champs last year, and we're very grateful for them because it was a difficult time.
And the Federation, have they helped you out at all?
You know, without SASCOC, everyone's very critical of SASCOC, I often feel, but SASCOC are the reason why my journey's been possible, and they've been supporting me since 2009, and it's something you don't hear a lot of athletes say, but my Olympic dream wouldn't have happened, and I know that John and Sizwe's and Matt's wouldn't have happened either without SASCOC's OPEC support. I think our federation has very limited resources, and you know, it's their responsibility to find income and sell parts of their sport, and that would be. I think there's still a lot of room for improvement there, and exposure from the federation is something they need to drive and push on.
Well, things have changed so much. You were talking about the 4 of you having a very powerful talk within the corporate environment, but it's no longer the 4 of you. Matt Britton has retired from rowing. What does that mean for you and the team and the rest of the guys, for Sizwe and for John? Yeah,
I think, first of all, Matt's retirement last year, well, it was a long time coming. He took the year off at first and then retired. For us, that was it was, I wouldn't say difficult. We have a big, strong support structure around us, but Matt's a good friend of ours and obviously a crewmate after a number of years, and it's disappointing to see him go out earlier than he wanted to. His body just no longer could do it. But now John, Sizwe and I have obviously pushed on. We had Mike in the boat last year, and Mike, for a young guy, performed incredibly well, and obviously we've got a whole squad around us. There's another lightweight 4 training at the moment, so the group is big, but we've decided for this year to look at the double. So we take the top athletes and try and make the fastest possible double we can out of all the athletes available. And we're off to Italy soon to see just how fast it is.
Yeah, you're going off on Sunday, I believe, and you're going to be racing coxless pairs, is that right?
Yeah, coxless, a lightweight coxless double.
Yeah.
And that's a new boat class for us in South Africa, not something we've necessarily learned, but at the end of the day, it's just rowing. But there's a lot of the finer points of the sport that we still have to learn, and we're finding out just how fast the boats are and when they're fast and how to make them move. It's been a very enriching experience to learn about it, and something we've enjoyed for sure.
Well, we wish you the best of luck for that competition, and hopefully have a chance to chat to you when you come back from Italy. But you're heading off from there to the World Cup in Lucerne, World Champs in Amsterdam. That, of course, was Olympic gold medalist James Thompson. Sizwe and John and James head off on Sunday, as you heard, to compete in Italy and then in the rest of Europe. We'll hope.
Know more about your world. eNCA.com